Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with a pre-recorded message. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and a fantastic week. I'm currently on vacay, but if you guys are seeing this, you'll see that I do have some gameplay or some pre-recorded videos. And on top of that as well, I will try to get my tower and some of the other stuff uploaded here. It just won't be with the commentary side of things like I usually do, but ultimately, I have no idea what the video is about, so apologies now in advance, but hopefully you guys are able to get through whatever I am making a video about, question mark. Other than that, hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I will be back in about a week and a little bit, and I'll be back to my regular, my regular, whatever you want to call it, regular, whatever. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for, for chiming in on the comments as well here, and I'll do my best to kind of address those upon my return. Other than that, guys, thank you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey, what's going on, guys? We are back. We're going to be doing the Shadow King boss. Again, just trying to keep things relevant. It's been a little bit of time since I've done some of this, and yeah, so this particular section, I would say, is probably, out of all the sections, is probably the hardest in the entire Professor Xavier Saga, just because we have to make sure we kill Shadow King, who clones all our bosses, in case you guys haven't faced them before. But probably the other thing here is it's not just this last node, it's this third one. And this third one is actually quite easy because you only really need 2 characters. So I'll just tell you guys right now off the get-go, the simplest and the most efficient way to do this third node and to one-shot it with no stress is to make sure you have Daemon and to make sure you have Living Mummy there. That's all you need. And then literally the other 3 characters don't really need to be whoever. And for this particular one, we will just slap in, we'll just pick the top 3 at the top here. But again, you want to make sure they're relevant and they're meta relevant and all that other stuff. And yeah, like I said, it really doesn't matter who you use because Daemon basically just does the job for us. And keep in mind, we are using Living Mummy here because of the fact that we need some sort of a taunter, but he is pretty much a given now because you need him for Sentry. You need him for Null, Echoes of Abyss. He's good in so many game modes. Like, if you haven't built up Daemon and Living Mummy, you're definitely for sure going to cripple yourself here. So the reason why we have those 2 characters is so we can kind of initially survive this attack. Again, I have never tried it with Hulk here, so maybe Hulk isn't the best choice, but we throw the ultimate. This is going to bomb burst. This is going to kill off characters. And then Daemon's literally just going to do a special, and no one's going to take a turn, right? If you've got Quicksilver Symbiote, he's got to make sure that nobody else survives after Daemon's attacks, right? So, I mean, maybe that's a 3-punch ticket. So that right there is the only team you need. It doesn't matter who the other 3 are. We'll do one more example here so you guys can kind of see it, but again, right, we don't need to have well, actually, you know what, we'll keep Quicksilver just because he is like the arena, he's like the arena, meta, and that makes a lot of sense. But really, we could, like, I don't know, we could slap in, let's bring in someone low on the totem pole. And Captain America isn't reworked either, so his stats kind of suck a little bit. So for sure, if you're bringing in him and he's part of your best buddies lineup, then just make sure he survives, right? But again, we just need to survive that initial attack, and Captain America might die just because he is kind of lower. We'll see what happens here with Old Man Logan. Maybe Old Man Logan will kill him off here. We'll see. But yeah, lots of great characters we can obviously use, but we just use Daemon's ultimate, and he's just gonna basically carry us again. You know what? We'll just hit auto this time to see where the game takes us. But yeah, hopefully you guys are able to get through this section here. If you are stressing out about it, this is the way to do it. And hopefully that's, makes it easier for you guys. You literally just need these 2 characters, and it really does not matter who the other... Okay, maybe it doesn't... Okay, well, these guys survived this time, actually. I'm a little bit... okay, I'm a little bit surprised. Okay, maybe we have to reset it maybe once or twice just to make sure. But usually you'll take it out in a couple rounds here. So Captain America survives. We get the 3-star, and that's fine. Now, for this particular one with Shadow King, it's also very similar, right? Now, because if you built up Living Mummy and you built up Daemon, that also means we're going to lock these 2 in as well here, right? To make sure that we're using him. And I do have gameplay footage of some of the other comps. I'll attach it in the description, so if you guys want to have a look, because I don't want to run every single combination, But for this particular one, you want to make sure you're using teams that are relevant, right? So having Quicksilver Symbiote, I think, would be okay in this particular situation. And then other characters that are kind of relevant would be like, if you're using like, someone for raids, for example, like Swordmaster, maybe. We could try Swordmaster here and see how he goes. But honestly, it really doesn't even matter who you use. You could probably just don't use Old Man Logan. Old Man Logan will absolutely destroy your team here. But yeah, I mean, for this particular one, if you've built up best buddies as well here, or you had the best buddies from the anniversary event, Wolverine and Deadpool would be good combinations. But yeah, Wolverine's also good because he's part of the Exalted X-Men. But yeah, literally any one of these characters would be good here for utility. I'm just trying to think of something that I haven't ran before yet, because we've ran a few of these already in the past, and I want to make sure it's relevant as well here. But for this one, I don't know if 100% it'll work. We might have to mess around with the ISO 8s, but just so you guys can kind of see the initial strategy of it. And like I said, I think I think Quicksilver Symbiote's got to be a lock, just because he is kind of like that arena meta. And then you can probably pick and choose, like for example, like Moon Girl might be good too, just because she's part of the raids, but a lot of people might not have built her up as well. Old Man Logan, like I said, is pretty brutal here as well. Yeah, honestly, you literally use anybody here, as long as they're kind of like, like I said, they're kind of fit your niche, whatever you use. Let's use Wolverine, because Wolverine's part of the Exalted X-Men. And you know what? Let's throw Storm in there. Let's try this one out. I have no idea if this will work, but Living Mummy does form a key part to this entire team, just because he's got that massive taunt. We've got Wolverine beside him, so he can do some splash damage as well here. But let's see how this one goes. Obviously, Damon's going to go first. He's just brutal to deal with. So the ability block by him isn't always the best, just because he is so dangerous. But once we do get to our turn, okay, maybe Quicksilver Symbiote isn't a great choice, because of the fact that he applies a lot of trauma and negatives as well here. But yeah, we'll see how this one goes here. This one may end up being a flop. For this one, let's try to target Damon and Storm, because those are some pretty... Yeah, Storm hasn't even... Yeah, this is a pretty nasty section here. So yeah, let's throw the ultimate here from Storm, just to kind of see if we can get a little bit of chip damage. And then, yeah, we'll try our Quicksilver Symbiote now. We'll throw some ultimates of our own, just to kind of repay them back a little bit. And still kind of staying on this niche here where we target Damon. If we can take Damon out before he takes a second turn, I think that's going to be key here. Unfortunately, we are ability blocked, so that's too bad. We'll have to see if, that maybe this particular comp may not work, just because we got ability blocked. And if Living Mummy had his special or something, probably would have helped us out a little. Still surviving, actually. I'm surprised we're still surviving, but this should kill off one of our characters. So, yeah, maybe don't use some of these high damage dealers. You can see that there is some particular issues there that did not work. But, yeah, I would still say maybe let's take out Quicksilver Symbiote and Storm, because they are some massive damages that we do not like. Let's actually stick in another character here that can do some ability block or stunning. Let's throw Deadpool in here, because he is part of the best buddies. People used him previously because he was free as well. So this, I think, makes more sense. And then, I don't know, let's stick Swordmaster in here as well. He's a raid character. People would have built him up for raids. Let's throw him in there because he's got the stun, and he can throw the slow and stuff as well. Let's try this out instead. And I think this would be appropriate now. Let's try this one out here. So yeah, again, Damon's going to open up with that ultimate. It's good to ensure that he doesn't remove the revive once as well. If he removes it, Living Mummy loses his taunt. So he'll throw this stun on there. Living Mummy will kind of keep us protected behind the corner here. Thank goodness for that, because yeah, they do a lot of damage if you guys leave these guys alone here. Let's target Living Mummy actually this time. I haven't played this particular one in a while, but I do recall that you want to stun Living Mummy so that he doesn't take another turn, so we don't have to worry about his taunt. So let's throw the massive slow here. This is going to get some defense down. And then Deadpool should have his stun. So let's throw the stun on Living Mummy here, just to make sure he doesn't take another turn. And then from that point on, let's throw the special here, just to kind of get some chip damage here. I forgot how good Wolverine is. Oh my gosh, he's really good on this particular section here. Not only does he revive for us if he dies, but he can also do lots of nice bleeds for us as well. Now let's throw that ultimate. Now we actually got to take a turn into this one. Double tap this stuff, baby. Let's go. Okay, that's nice. Swordmaster should be dead as well. Let's throw the ultimate here. Give the speed up to Daemon and company for the Brimstones. And yeah, it looks like we would have killed these guys off pretty quick here. I think if you kill them fast enough, unfortunately, that means Shadow King's got to spring out another bunch of minions, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. That is a-okay. Let's throw the special here. And then, yeah, we'll see if we can maybe do some chip damage to him before he... Oh, maybe we can kill him off before he survives. Okay, I think you should summon off some... Oh, okay, that was very easy. Okay, so I guess that's a kill combo here. So, trying to mess things around a little bit. If we don't really adjust too much and we keep Wolverine and Deadpool, you could probably slot in whoever here as the 5th. Probably doesn't matter. You know what? For the sake of relevancy for raids, let's stick another raid character. Let's stick Hulk in there. Maybe I should have made him like a you know, barrier as well for extra whatever. But yeah, let's try this one out instead. I think we got really lucky with the crits and stuff too from Wolverine. So let's see how this one goes. Daemon opens up with that ultimate of his. Very nasty. Yep, Deadpool's going to do his thing here as well. So having 2 taunters is also a good move because then you split off damage between the 2 of them. Unfortunately, Hulk doesn't have the tanking capabilities that Living Mummy has. So that's the unfortunate thing, but it is what it is. Let's throw... Oh, I guess he's got the taunt. I can't focus on Living Mummy here, so maybe this particular one would not be the greatest. Let's just throw... Oh, yeah, and he didn't even chain off because he's off to the corner here by himself. Okay, so that's not the greatest. Let's just... Yep. Yeah, oh, guess we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, I guess we're going to have to just kill off Hulk here. Holy cow. Okay, I guess he died too. I guess he dies because... he sucks, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, let's throw the ultimate here. I guess we can kind of get some damage going on this side now. And I should have mentioned, I think most of my characters aren't 110 for this particular one because don't really have 110 built up on these types of characters just because we kept them pretty 105-ish. Oh, I guess no. I guess we brought up Hulk and Wolverine for the current scourges and breakers and stuff. So never mind, ignore what I just said. Let's throw the ultimate here. Yeah, lots of good damage here. Unfortunately, like I said, we didn't get through the taunt here from Living Mummy, but that's okay. They got a good cluster here in this corner, which is basically just hitting everybody. So it really doesn't matter. We'll throw the ultimate here as well from Daemon. Or sorry, the special, excuse me, not the ultimate. And then yeah, Shadow King's got to do his ult here. So surviving the ult here is also really good. I'm glad we got to see it this time, because then you get a little bit of chip damage from the shadows, and then yeah, it hurts a lot, right? Throw the ultimate here from Hulk, get some good bleeds. Hulk actually isn't as bad as I thought he was going to be, so let's throw after Deadpool here. Deadpool should, I think, die hopefully next here. Do the basic here. Yep, okay, perfect, nice. And then yeah, once you kind of get through this initial ultimate and stuff, then that's kind of like you'll survive. But hopefully, yeah, like I said, we got double taunt tears to help us. Let's throw the ultimate and reverse the situation on him. And then, yeah, get some bleeds out. Unfortunately, Deadpool, probably make him a healer ISO maybe, because we got a little bit close there for death. And I think for the most part, we should be okay here. So let's throw the special, and then we can take care of Shadow King. Just like that, baby. Okay, so there you guys have it. So yeah, are there some better characters? Yeah, there's probably some better characters you can use, but that's the strategy in a nutshell. If you guys are focusing on using Living Mummy and Daemon, that's going to make things easier for you guys if you guys are running issues. Like I said, those are 2 characters that I don't think will have issues. I do have some other comps in my playlist as well, so I'll attach it in the description if you guys want it. But yeah, obviously, you want to always stick with like kind of raid-oriented characters. I feel like that helps a lot. If you use more raid characters, and maybe don't use Storm and Symbiote Quicksilver as well, because yeah, they just absolutely lots of damage here. We're gonna try one more. I don't know if this one's gonna work. I just want to stick with kind of a more raid focused approach here, and we'll see if this one ends up hurting us a little bit more. I just wanted to see if we can kind of get through maybe I guess maybe I should have messed around with some ISO 8 so that we can take the taunt off of Hulk, but kind of is the way it goes sometimes. So unfortunately, Daemon removed my revive once, so that means Living Mummy's not going to have his taunt now. So that's actually not the greatest thing, but we'll see how this one goes here. It's not the end of the world. We'll just play it. I don't know if, like I said, Swordmaster I think is quite good because he applies a lot of these negatives, and then he just amps up the damage from everybody, right? So I think for sure Swordmaster is very, very good on this particular section if you can use them. If you can't use them, that's okay as well here. Let's actually, you know what? We're going to kill off Hulk here. Let's just throw the special here. I think once we get to Hulk's turn, he should be able to take out the other Hulk but using his special. And I think that should kill off the other one fairly easy here, I think. So yeah, not having that taunt on Living Mummy is pretty massive. You got to have the revive once because otherwise, yeah, it just hurts us. We can't do anything, unfortunately. So they go before us. Living Mummy can't use his special to cleanse, and then if he can't use his special to cleanse, Daemon can't ult. And so yeah, this one is very dependent on that cleanse. We'll run this one again here because this one doesn't look too bad. I feel like it is definitely for sure viable. It's just a matter of the timing of the luck on the revive onces. And yeah, his ultimate can strip it, but you can try making your Living Mummy a skirmisher as well to give him extra focus as well to kind of resist it. But we'll see how this one goes here. I don't know how many times I want to run this, but obviously I want to see if this particular lineup works. So he did not take the revive once this time off, so that's great. That means our Living Mummy should be able to withstand some attacks, and we should be able to cleanse our negatives as well here. And yeah, Daemon should get a turn in here, which is great. We'll get the basic in. And again, I think we're going to do the same thing here. We'll throw the special here to get the massive negatives to the team. Very, very good stuff here. Throw the special, get some bleeds across. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Living Mummy's going to do a special. This is going to allow for our Daemon now to use his ultimate. Do the special here as well here from Hulk just to kind of get some chip damage in. Yeah, Hulk's going to do his thing apparently. And then, yeah, we should be able to actually, because of the fact that Hulk's kind of squishy, we might be able to do a double tap with the Daemon bomb. Let's try this and see how it goes. Boom. Maybe not. That's okay. Either way, we still get some good damage here and get the ability block on the other guys so that Daemon can't special, or the enemy Daemon can't special. And then, yeah, Swordmaster does his thing, which is fine. We're going to... Oh, yeah, I guess Living Mummy's going to do his thing here as well. So, yeah, just some good damage here as well from everybody. Let's throw the ultimate. Unfortunately, we don't reach the other Daemon just because we're behind this talent, which kind of sucks. But that's okay. We can throw the special here from Swordmaster. And then I think Daemon's special should be able to clear off at least the other Daemon. And we'll see if it kills off Living Mummy as well here. So it does, actually. And let's throw the ultimate on Living Mummy. And this should chain off the Swordmaster. And yeah, there you guys have it. So fairly good, fairly straightforward. We can hit auto here at this point. So yeah, it does look like Shadow King will take another turn if we use this combo here. So this isn't bad. This is kind of a more raid focused team. I do feel like Wolverine is pretty beastly on this one, so you may have to end up bringing up Wolverine, but hopefully you guys were able to get some value out of this video. Hopefully you guys were able to get some good ideas here. Like I said, this particular one is probably the hardest section, where you want to make sure that Daemon can do the bomb, right? Just to make sure he can do the bomb and get this third section done. You need Living Mummy for a lot of different characters. You need him for Echoes of Abyss. You need him for Sentry Echoes, Battle City, and you also need Living Mummy. Also, like if you play War, he's so good. Like yeah, I don't know why people don't build him up, but he is so good. And yeah, I just wanted to see if this one will work. Hopefully we don't make a fool of ourselves. But yeah, literally, Daemon just has to throw that ultimate, and then he'll get the party started for the entire team here. So yeah, he'll double tap. Or wait. Is he going to double tap because we killed off one of those guys? Oh, maybe he won't double tap. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see here if this works. But yeah, this is the lineup. If you guys want to one-shot this node with only 2 characters, doesn't matter who the other 3 are. And like I said already, keeping things more raid focused is probably the better way to go here moving forward. And other than that, a bit of a lengthy video for some short points, but hopefully you guys were able to get some value out of this video. We'll continue our sections here with the next time going into the global villains, or wait, no, wait, next section would be I think the cosmic, excuse me. So we'll go into this one next time. But other than that, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you guys were able to get some value out of this video.